Oh, this is Pixie. This video flying around. What is the shape of the Earth? That's a big question. I've been watching these debates about globalists and flat earthers. I'm just interested in studying. So I did a bit of meditation on Gaia, and Gaia's quite interesting. She's like, as well as Mother Earth, she's quite, she's like an elemental, and I see her as a kind of, she's a bit like the things off Skyrim, and it's part plant, part woman actually. Her eyes are like white irises, but she's very powerful. She can obviously morph between different elements. So I asked her what would the planet be, and the feedback I got is that it's actually the shape of a heart, and that you've got the ocean and also the atmosphere bends light. The ocean fills in the missing gaps really to form it. So basically at the bottom you've probably got deeper ocean than you have in upper hemisphere. But you've also got entrances to the inner earths and chambers inside the inner earth. So I think she's in the iota part of the heart chamber. So that's interesting. I was thinking about that, and like the stuff like the moon, for instance, the face of the moon. I saw it shift. I saw it tilt massively. More than I have before, and that could be a bit of a pole shift. But if it's a funny shaped Earth, you know, who knows what it actually means. But it was leaning over. It's probably more than 90, more than 45 degrees leaning over. It's pretty bonkers. And just thought that was a little weird. It's interesting watching people cross the road. So yeah, so it's interesting that far over. So yeah, it's more over than I've seen it before, but I've only seen it go by about 45 degrees. So the problem with that face, I looked through the Google images, like in Australia and so on, and in theory that should be upside down. I should be a man in the moon or I see the dragon in the moon. Should be completely upside down. There's a few images that have probably been photoshopped upside down, but there shouldn't be any of them the right way up, if that's true, because obviously that suggests the moon spins around, but it doesn't. I haven't seen that happen ever, so that would be pretty nuts. So yeah, and it makes a lot of sense. And also with the flat Earth model, how to account for waves and the way they work. You know, it's alright to say maybe the moons are causing all the waves, but it's not. They don't just follow around the moon, do they? They're all the way around the whole planet. And on other worlds they have waves as well. It's because the planet generates a frequency. Other things I was considering as well, or I've meditated upon, like the speed of the Earth, because you're in a different space-time basically, you're in like hyperspace. When you move further away from Earth, time changes. So there might be a point if you went out in space where you wouldn't age in anything. It might be very unusual. Would there be ever day and night? You know, would you ever get older? There was talk about like different ages of man, and in the past there was a race that were immortals, but the people that made them, they didn't have much respect for them, because they probably saw themselves as equals. You know, it's a bit like humans. If we cloned ourselves, would the clones consider themselves lessers? They might, especially if they've been tailored, they might consider themselves like the X-Men, like they'd be even better. Like they might see us as sort of proto-erectus or something nuts. They might make up some sort of name for themselves. And as they say, oh, we're the last in the evolutionary change, we can decide our own destiny. In the same way that somebody, if they're transgenic, and they said, well, I've bridged the limitations of being a human by becoming a part machine, and now I'm a unique species. cyber erectus or something, cyber Homo erectus. something very strange subspecies. There's also people just changing anyway. Well, DNA is always changing. There's issues where other things are picked up on. There's some of these viruses can be engineered with, this is using Monsanto technology. Yeah, I'll go that way actually as well. Cheers, mate. Okay. Yeah, because they put things to make them disease resistant. So if you put the same gene into a virus, like it has the kind of pesticide or some type of chemical in it, toxin it produces, it can weaken the host, and that's why we've got this latest outburst of coughs and colds, and they seem to be lasting months, because the waste product of the actual virus, it makes people sick as well, not just the actual virus attacking the system. They're so desperate, these people, to reduce the population, and they're just nuts. That's what they are. People think we're war against other countries to bring peace, but it's to bring them into pieces. And the New World Group has been around since the start. The order part of it is that everything comes under their umbrella. So they've got controls over it. That's what the new order. There's nothing new to it, is there? There's been world orders for millennia, and there've always been things like Roman Empire, Vatican, Babylon. You know, all these other things, empires that have existed in time. Even the Egyptians were well spread across the globe, or whatever. The heart. Oh, the other thing with the heart is an anagram for Earth, isn't it? You play around the words, so there's some truth in there. Either way, it's a great mystery, you know, and I think we can only do research on it. I think my model's brilliant. I'll be drawing it later, because you could actually have it in the top part of the heart if you've seen a human heart, or you can have it more rounder if it's thing. And more land mass seems to be in the northern hemisphere, and the southern hemisphere's got more ocean, so deeper oceans and different caverns. There may even be chambers. If you think about like a whole chamber full of sea, so you can imagine what kind of life could live in there. You might have Atlanteans or something. Species. Anyway, so let's pick this one up. Don't want to random videos. I think it all. Love a bit of work. Yeah, a bit of work. We'll be out in a few hours.